Okay. Well, good evening. Is that
Good
got you
evening.
hooked?
How are you?
I'm good. I went to the doctor yesterday and
Okay,
found out
everything
I had
okay?
my breast and some they call lump nodes. Lump nodes. So I'm
Lymph
gonna have
nodes.
the lump nodes drained and the cyst is removed. The doctor say if it's not bothering you, don't bother it. But you know what? I don't play that. I had one in my left breast once before. I got it removed. I had to pay $5,000 out of pocket by setting up installment. So this time around, my insurance gonna take care of both of these here, plus the lump nodes is
Wow,
in
well,
my
that's
breast, the
good.
fluid. Yeah, I do. I take care of me good. Oh, look, I
Yes.
got a haircut. I have a
Okay.
haircut.
It looks nice. It looks nice.
Thank you. I picked the style out of the
Go with your
phone.
nice smile.
Oh, thank you. That was my mother's smile. She been
Yes.
deceased for 25 years now.
All right.
But you know, I
Well.
got an identical twin sister. Oh, you
Mm.
know, she came on the line last year.
Yes, yes, yes.
I've been studying. I really have. It looked like to me, if you see 100 and something on the ooh, how should I say it? Main ideas. If you
Uh-huh.
see 100 and something wrong, and then I'm still working with it. I got like 85. I stopped doing on the first one, and then I did the second one. I did
Okay.
both though, and then I studied the
Kudos.
IXL.
Well, that's good. That's good.
I'm
Good evening.
trying.
Okay. Good evening, Felicia. So nice to see you, Alexis, on time. That's
Good
beautiful.
evening.
Can I see your lovely face this evening? And Felicia? That would be great. So that way I know if you're there or not there. So Alexis, every time I talk to you, like, I'm here, Miss Caldwell. I'm here. What you want? What you want? Hi, Felicia.
Hi, Scotty.
How are you?
I'm fine.
All right. So what you all think about the homework? Because I can check if you didn't do it or not. So you are going to do some refresher. Yes.
I think mine's not on there because it only got homework 1 and homework 2.
Well, I switched that up. So the 2 activities, if you go back, I'm going to share the screen real quick. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to bring it up because I cleaned it up a little bit for the last time that we met. So those 2 were actually group activities. So you should have been able to bring it up. I don't know, Alexis, for you in particular in regards to the IXL, the Cami situation. What happened with that?
My
Nothing?
can't be working.
It's working now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Whoa, check out the braids.
Hi,
Those are long, those
Alexis
are
and
some long
everybody.
braids, sister.
Hi, Miss Jeanette. Hi, Miss Young.
Hello,
Hi.
hello, Alexis. Miss Caldwell.
Oh, that
Miss
looks
Jeanette.
nice, Fontella.
Yeah, there's some
Thank
long
you.
ones. There's some blonde streaks up in there. Okay.
Yes.
Blondes have all
I
the fun.
copy off Alexis.
She still has her pink. I have the sweater to match the tips.
Yes,
has
I copy off
to match her
Alexis. I
tip.
said, let me get some color this time.
All right, okay. So main idea and the topic is what we're talking about for this week. So does anybody have any questions? Because we can go over it a little bit, what was covered in IXL. So let me bring that up and bring this up real quick here.
This meeting is being recorded.
Hey, Pratinella.
Hello, hello, good evening.
Yeah, might want to put your mute on there. All right. Let me see here. Put you on the screen. I got so many tabs open here. That's weird. Get this one out. And nope, not that one. Huh, it's weird. Once again, here we go. So you had to read a passage and then determine what was the main idea. So let's go over that just a little bit and go over if you have any questions. So it should pop up on the screen. So this is the first one here. So you had to read this paragraph. I want to see if this works. Hold on, let me stop the screen. I want to see if the voice thing works. I want to try something different here. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
Read the passage.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna have the software read this, and then you're gonna determine what this is about. We're talking about the topic, not the main idea in this part, but mainly just the topic. So if you all can hear, thank you for that. And let's listen real quick and follow along in the passage.
Robots are machines that help people get things done. They aren't alive and they don't have feelings. This makes them better than people for some jobs. For example, some jobs in factories are boring. They need people to do the same thing over and over. People don't like that, but robots don't mind. So robots are used in factories to make things like cars, toys, and even candies. Robots can also do dangerous jobs. For example, they can drive on Mars, or go inside gas tanks. These jobs are harmful to people, but they don't hurt robots.
So what is this passage about?
Robots.
Robot.
All right. Now it's going to ask you what you want. It's going to ask you, does the author want you to know about robots? So what is this pretty much telling you? Reading that same, just doing that same paragraph.
The author wants you to know about robots and what
No,
they
the-
can do.
Well, those two there, which one? One or two?
It's two.
We're smart.
They are better at some jobs than people are.
Yes.
Does everybody agree with two then?
Yes.
Antonella?
Yes.
Alexis, everybody good too? All right,
Yes.
very good. All right, here's the next question, same paragraph. It's going to ask you another question. Why is it better for robots to go inside gas tanks?
Because people can't. It's harm to us.
So it'll be two, right? Job is two
Correct.
people.
Yes.
Correct. Too.
All right. So this time, so it's asking you a series of questions, the topic and some additional questions about that paragraph. So it is a little slightly different. So let's listen to this paragraph.
There are many colors in the rainbow, but these colors belong to different groups. Red, yellow, and blue are primary colors. You cannot make them out of other colors. You can mix primary colors to make secondary colors though. For example, you can mix red and yellow to make orange. Also, you can mix yellow and blue to make green. Finally, you can mix red and blue to make purple. Orange, green, and purple are all secondary colors. If you mix primary and secondary colors together, you can make intermediate colors. Some intermediate colors are blue, green, and red, orange.
All right. So what are we talking about here? Rainbows or colors?
Colors.
Colors. Everybody agree with Jeanette?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. One more question, same paragraph. Alexis, can you do this one? Can you jump in? Do this one? What does the author want you to know about the colors?
There are different kinds of colors.
Okay, everybody agree with Alexis on that one?
No,
Or some colors are more popular than other colors? Which one? One or
that's
two?
right. I'll say one.
I think it's one.
Well, don't say one because Jeanette said it. Now, you have to, you know, we all listen now.
Okay, I'm gonna stick with two.
All right, anyone else want two? Jeanette says one. Who wants two? Who wants one?
Colors are different kinds of colors.
Patinella?
There are different kinds of colors.
One, okay. Patinella says one.
What was the question? What does the author think to know about colors?
Both of them kind of make sense though.
Well, let's think about what she was saying, right? Talking about colors, right? So that's the topic, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
So,
colors, one.
Yeah. So Alexis says two. So let's see, because I asked Alexis. And she was correct.
Ooh, that was
Okay.
This was talking about
You
different
was
colors. Did you
right.
just, why, were you just wing that, Alexis?
good.
Gotta listen now. It's about listening and reading at the same time to answer these questions. I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. Instead of having me read or you read it, I want you to listen and also read at the same time. Okay? So here's the next question. Same paragraph, different question. Alicia, you want to do this one? How many primary colors different from other colors? One or two? What you think, Felicia?
I think how many primary colors are different? It's two.
Think it's two?
Uh,
I say one.
I go with one too.
one.
Getting some ones in there, but Felicia said two.
Mm-hmm.
You can
I say
use
one too.
to make
One.
primary color. I think
Well, don't go what you know what you feel, even though your classmates are saying something different, but gotta work it out. What do you think?
okay.
Well, I don't know what you think, because everybody said one the last
Color
one, and
are
Alexis
more
was correct.
maybe.
So
No, it's one.
okay, all right. Here's the next one. So again, listen carefully and read along with what she's saying. So we need to do two things here. We're listening and we're reading with her to answer these questions now. Okay. All right.
Mount Everest is the world's highest mountain. But that's not the only reason it's so hard to climb. Snow can suddenly slide down the mountain. The sliding snow is called an avalanche. Avalanches can knock climbers over and trap them. Climbers also have to worry about large cracks in the ice called crevasses. Some crevasses on Everest are so deep, climbers can fall into them. The air is another problem. The higher people climb, the thinner the air is. So it becomes harder to breathe. But some amazing climbers still make it all the way to the top.
All right. So what's this passage about? Who wants this one? Patinella? One or two?
Two.
Okay.
I agree.
Very good. One more question, same paragraph. Fontella, you want this one? One or two?
What does the way you
Author
know
want you to
about
know.
What
Mhm.
about climbing the mountain is different because of the snow and ice and air? Well, it is very easy to do it if you are a amazing climber.
Mhm.
One, it's easy to do when you're an amazing climber, but still they want you, I guess what they asking is what they want you to know. So I'm picking one.
Very good. All right. Thank you, Fontella. Last one for this same paragraph. Jeanette, you got it?
Could it read it to us? I mean, to us so I can hear it.
Well, it says, why do avalanches make it difficult to climb Mount Everest? That's the question. Same paragraph.
I'll say number 2. They make the air too thick to breathe.
I say one
Why you say one,
Gravity.
Fontella?
because you said avalanche. You could get trapped if the avalanche come down, baby.
You hear what you were saying, Jeanette?
Or possibly killed.
I heard exactly what she said, but I say they make the air too thick to breathe. So it's in the higher you get, the shorter your breath. I mean, you breathe in as far as clamming.
But the question was,
Avalanche is snow.
Avalanche is snow falling from the mountains.
that's what I'm
Right.
saying. We need to,
Person
you're right,
get-
we need to, right, there's memory in here. So Fontella is correct in regards to avalanche. Remember right here, when she was talking about that? Avalanche can knock climbers over and trap them. So avalanche is snow that comes down really quick and can cover you. So why do avalanches make it difficult to climb Mount Everest?
Because the least little move or the least little touch of the snow can come down on you or even kill you.
You understand where she got that, Jeanette?
Yes,
On the
the
paragraph?
climbing the mountain average. The different, making it difficult to climb Mount Everest. I got it now. I was
Right, you're going up
incorrect.
here.
Mount
Right, I'm
Everest
getting
is the
highlighted.
world's highest.
So, but this is why we're doing this, because when you do testing or what have you, or even if we're doing like practice, we have to really practice on our hearing, reading and remembering what the question was. So sometimes you may have more than one question asking about the same paragraph. So you may have to go back once or twice, but I want to get you familiar with that. That's why we're doing this format.
My problem is sometimes I don't get the understanding. So you're right about keep reading it.
But I'm glad you brought that up, because sometimes it may not necessarily go in right away, and that's okay. And I want you to go back and read again, so that way you can answer the question. Especially, when we have big words, right? You're gonna look in contents clues to determine what that big word means, right? Always have to look at different words to see what they're talking about. So I'm gonna do one more in this format. All right.
Paleontologists are scientists. They study plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. Their job is to learn about life way back in the past. Paleontologists look for fossils all over the world. A fossil is what is left of something that lived long ago. Fossils are often found inside rocks. But paleontologists have special tools to take them out. Then, they can study them. We know about dinosaurs because of paleontologists. They have been finding and studying dinosaur fossils for many years. Fossils give them ideas about what dinosaurs like to eat, and how they might have looked.
All right. So what are we talking about here?
Dinosaurs. The pacifier is the person, the scientist.
Mm-hmm. So we talking about that?
Yes.
All right, let's see. Very good. So here's another question about the same paragraph. Okay, Alexis, want to jump in? So what does the author want you to know about panelologists?
They always look
Well,
at the
hold up.
fossil.
It's Alexis now. Hold up, Pentanella. Let me give her a chance and you can jump in. What you think, Alexis? What are we talking about with panelologists? Let's go back up top.
One.
Let me bring the other two. Let me see. These are your choices. So she says 1. So let's see. Yay! Good job. Yay, yay.
It get a little bit tricky when there's 3 of them.
True.
It's true. It get
True.
difficult.
Mm-hmm. Who wants this one? Pantanella, you want this one?
Okay. What can paleontologists
Yes.
learn from studying dinosaurs fossil? They can learn what dinosaurs look like and what they eat. They
8.
can learn how many dinosaurs, 3. Dinosaurs, I don't know. They can learn what kind of tools
Tools.
dinosaurs use. I think it's A.
The first one, 1.
Yeah, they can learn how.
All right. Very good. So let's switch it up a little bit. I'm going to change up a little bit about main idea and hold on a second here and topic. All right. Now this was pulled from the work that part of your homework. All right. This one doesn't have the voice thing, so let's see if anyone's open for reading for this one, but this is the second setup. There we go. Who wants this one here to read the paragraph and tell me what the main idea is?
Recycling, can I read?
Okay.
Recycling things like paper, plastics, and metals helps the
Earth.
by cutting down. Sometimes cutting down on trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yet many people throw away their newspapers, bottles, and cans
Cans.
instead of recycling them.
Mm-hmm.
The question then is how to encourage more people to recycle. One way that works is to put recycling container in more places. Say more recycling bins helps people remember to use them. Another way is to teach people why recycling is important. If we make recycling easier and teach people why it matters, more people will join in.
All right. So which one do you think
Okay.
it should be, 1 or 2?
What is the main idea of the passage? We need to get more people to recycle so that we stop throwing out so much trash. We can get more people to recycle by putting out more
Bins.
bins, teaching people about why recycling matters. Like, I think is B. We can get more people to recycle by putting out more bins and teaching people about why recycling matters. Uh, uh,
Very good. Very good. Good job. All right. Alexis, want to take this one? Sorry, did I wake you up there? Oh, we're watching television. That's awesome. I saw you with that remote control.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
the title is called A New Way to Help the Poor. As a daughter of a wealthy Illinois businessman, Jane Addams did not have to worry about money. However, she was concerned about the poor. During a trip to Europe, Adam visited Tybee
Tonby
Hall, a settlement house in
Mhm.
London.
Mhm.
Settlement houses were places offering free services to poor, inspired by what she saw in London. Adam opened a settlement house of her own in Chicago in 1889. Hull.
Hull.
Oh, Hall. Why I look like that? Okay. Hull House was one of the first centers of its kind in the United States. It helped many families who had just arrived from Italy, Germany, Russia, and Greece.
Germany, Russia, and Greece. Yeah.
Russia and Greece. The centers offered classes, childcare, food, and help with finding jobs.
All right. So what's the main idea?
As a result of her visit to London, Jane Addams founded the first settlement house in Chicago. Hope was one of the first places in the US to offer free childcare. 2.
Okay, let's see. Uh-oh.
I knew it. Something said 1.
Always go with your gut.
Something said 1, but I say no. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. I went through it last night, late night, this whole thing.
That's okay, but that's why I want to make sure everybody's on the same page with this before we move on. All right.
I had 100 and something wrong.
That's okay. All right. Let's do this one here. Thank you, Alexis. I know Petronelli just went. Alexis. You want to try Felicia or Fontella?
No, it went.
Okay.
Go ahead, Felicia.
When
Can I
people
try
think of- Okay.
Go ahead.
Can I try it?
Well, Felicia, you going?
Okay. When people
Okay.
think of an Antarctica,
Antarctic.
they think of snow and ice. When they think of the desert, they think of sun, heat, and sand. Yet, in spite of its cold temperature, Antarctica is naturally a desert. In fact, it is the largest desert on the planet. As the desert is very dry and environment that will receive the less than 10 inches of the
Participation. Yeah.
yearly on average.
Antarctica.
antichrist get less than 2 inches. More of that
Participation.
precipitation is in the form of snow, but rain or ice can sometimes fall as well.
All
What
right.
is the main idea of this page? Most is the form of snow too. It can also get ahead and even top. I think it's A.
Eh,
What y'all think? 1 or 2? Alexis, Jeanette, what y'all think?
the most.
Let me bring it up again. Can y'all see the paragraph? So what do y'all think?
It can get.
A.
You say it's 1? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's 1.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, no, 2, it's 2. Oh, dang.
That's what I went with.
I had
Yeah.
to
Said
read the
even
paragraph
though.
again.
He said
No,
even
you know
though.
what? That got me with 2 is the
What?
cold.
He said even though Antarctica is cold and has snow, it is a desert.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
But this one said most temperature. Oh,
Is
it's
So-
confusing.
So what do you all think so far about how to identify the main idea and topic? Just by looking at small passages now, because when we talked about this on Tuesday, we were just doing like, quick sentences and figuring out what the main idea is and figure out the topic. But I wanted to switch it up. That's why you had the homework of doing an actual paragraph to see what the main idea and the topic is.
How can someone know the main idea? Because all of them is true. It's like they are resemble issue. The word is like a resemble.
What's the passage is all about?
Right. It's so the passage is, you need to you're summarizing what that passage is about. Yes, both of them were talked about, but the question is what main idea pretty much sums up what that paragraph is about. That's what the main idea is. Does that make sense on that?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Felicia?
Yeah, it makes sense. So yes, it makes
I mean,
sense.
even though it's confusing and Jeanette was saying
Yeah,
before that,
it's confusing.
sometimes
That's
you may
right.
have- I'm sorry?
It's confusing. It confusing. That word is confusing because now the first one is talking about the rain and ice too. The second one is too talking about the ice and snow too. Then it's like for A and B, they are almost the same thing. It's like the same word. That is means almost the same thing.
Right, but that's why you really have to think about what's said in that paragraph. What sentence summarized that whole passage? That's what the main idea is. So let's do one more here. So, and then we're going to move on. So this one here. So again, the main idea is tell me what is this paragraph overall about? Jeanette, you want this one?
The dogs and wolves.
Jeanette, you step out.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you can do it, Fontella.
The dogs and wolves are parts of the same animal family.
Mhm.
Both animals have strong sense
Senses.
of
Senses.
senses of smell, and they are
And are loyal.
loyal to their pack. But dogs, hold on, I'm in
And?
class.
Uh,
Hold on,
but dogs and wolves.
But the dogs and wolves are quiet,
Quite
difficult with
different. Quite different.
quite different with
Mhm. When
it's
it mhm,
when it's coming to
comes
people.
to people, yes.
The dogs are used to live with
Living.
people,
Mhm,
living with people and getting along well with them.
mhm.
In face
In
facts
fact,
and facts,
mhm,
dogs have been
called.
called man's best friend. The
Mhm,
wolves, on the other hand, cannot live with humans.
mhm.
Wolves per pack prefer to live in the wild.
Mhm.
When they can hunt for their food, claiming
Clearly,
clearly dogs begin with people with
wild,
wild
wolves
wolves doing
do not.
not.
Mhm. So what are we talking about here? What's the overall message? What's the overall message or main idea for this? What's this talking about overall?
Dogs and wolves.
Something.
What she, one or two?
I'll say one.
Well,
The dogs wolves meaning something.
I agree with Fontella.
Yeah, A is the answer.
Very good. Very good, Fontella. All right. So thinking about what summarizes what the main idea of that passage. So as mentioned before, you may have to do this more than once, but getting in practice, whether it's a sentence or a passage or a paragraph, whatever you want to call it, understanding what is the summary of that passage, the main idea. Keep that in mind. Okay. All right, so stop here. And let me bring this up real quick. I'm going to switch it out. So I'm trying to give you different ways of looking at the main idea. So we looked at two different ways. So I'm going to bring this one up here.
yes.
Okay, let's see. 1 second here. All right. Give me 1 second, it's not coming up here. Hold on. Any questions what we just covered? Any questions at all? Now to think about. Y'all kind of quiet tonight?
I have a question.
Yes.
I want to ask about the main idea.
Okay.
Is it in the beginning of the war? Because I read, they say in the beginning of the sentence or in the middle, you will find the
main
the
idea.
main
The main
idea.
idea can be anywhere. It could be at the
It can
beginning
be
of the
any-
paragraph. I'm actually glad you brought that up too. The main idea doesn't always necessarily have to be at the beginning. It could be in the beginning, the middle, or at the end. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So it's not always at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up though. All right, so let's check out this one here. These ones are a little smaller, but switch it up a little. Time.
Sorry about that, y'all. That's my granddaughter getting on my nerve.
That's okay. All right, so I'm going to bring this up here. Okay, so once again, we're talking about main idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one, I'm going to do the first one since that's the sample. So I'm going to put the first one in there. So to answer a question before about the main idea. So pizza is a favorite. I'm reading the first paragraph, by the way. So the example, pizza is a favorite food in the United States. Pizza is from Italy in the late 1800s. It became popular in the United States after World War II. People like to add toppings. Some toppings are pepperoni, sausage, and vegetables. These toppings give pizza more flavor. Pepperoni is America's favorite topping. Fine. Okay, so what is the main idea of this passage? So we know what the topic is, pizza, but it became popular in the United States. That sums up. So the main idea in this case is in the middle, Felicia, and not at the beginning.
In the middle. Okay.
In the middle.
Where it says
I think
where it became
pizza
popular.
is popular May in a year. That yeah. It's the middle of this one. Yeah, it is. It became popular in the United States after World II. Okay. You see?
Okay. So let's do the next one. Who wants to do the next one? Who wants to do the first one there? You want to try, Felicia?
Okay.
Okay.
Living things are organized with
Organisms.
organisms with a
Mhm.
center characteristics.
Certain
Certain
characteristics.
They need water, food, and air to survive. They are
Mhm.
growing and change, and they are moving on their own. Living things reproduce or making more of themselves.
themselves.
For
Mhm.
example, plants and animals, they are living things.
Yes.
Plants can make their own food, and animal eat plants or other animal from food. What is the main idea of this phrase? There are 4 characteristics of living things. Animal make their own food. All living things need sunlight. Plants eat other plants.
So what do you
I
think?
think
You say A?
yeah, there are 4 characteristics of living things. I think it's A. Animals make their own food. All living things need sunlight. Between A and D, but plants eat other plants. I think it's A. Between A and C. I take A. Let me say with A.
A? You're correct. It's A.
Thank you. It's kind
Right,
of
because,
hard.
but what, I mean, was
It's
that a
kind of
guess
hard
or
to
what
think.
supported you? What was the guess to that? I mean, was that a guess or what were the 4 characteristics they talked about in
Because
that paragraph?
the two A and in C, they are talking about human being needing sunlight, but it's not there. But that's why I could stay with
Because they talked about several things about their characters, not just the sunlight, right?
Yeah, it's not this. Yes, yeah.
So they talked
Yeah,
about the different things they could grow, they can change,
Grow,
those are some
yes.
characteristics, right?
Yeah,
They can
that's right.
reproduce, right?
Yeah, that's
They
right.
can make more themselves, right? So those are the characters, so it's A.
A, yeah.
Okay. Alexis, do number 2.
Says, have you ever seen a giraffe at the zoo? Giraffes are the tallest animals in the world. The average height of a giraffe is 16 to 18 feet tall. A giraffe has a very long neck and legs. Giraffes eat the leaves from tall trees. Other animals cannot reach that high. Male giraffes are even taller than female giraffes. Hmm. I think it's A.
What do y'all think?
Is it C?
What
No, I
y'all
think
think?
it's A.
Oops, sorry. I hit the button. Dang it. Hold on.
You
Let me stop. I hit the
clean?
button by mistake.
What's the meaning of you clean?
I'm sorry.
If it's something is you clean, is this something good? You clean that question.
Let me bring it back up. I hit the button by mistake. Sorry, my bad. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me go back.
I think it's A. Extraordinary
that.
tall.
A.
So what
That's
do y'all
A.
think? I'm sorry, I got kicked off there. Sorry.
A.
A?
I think it's C.
I think it's clean. That's why I want to know the meaning of you
I
clean.
said the same. It's either A or C.
I think
But
it's
you said it have to be like what the paragraph is talking about.
Right.
And it's saying like it's mainly talking about their height and how tall they are compared to other animals.
We have extreme tall.
That's why I said A, but
You are correct. It's A.
A.
But you see how she came across what she was saying about that, about giraffes are extremely tall animals, because it's talking a lot about that, right? Right?
Right.
And it talked about, you know, their height, their long legs,
Leg,
so they're
okay.
extremely tall animals, right? So that's how you support the
But
main idea.
But after that, they say giraffe eating the living from tall tree. Other animal cannot.
Yeah, because it's extremely tall, he can get to other leaves. Number one explains the whole thing. A.
Okay.
They're tall because it's taller than the female. The male.
Right, but it's still talking about them being extremely tall animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Who wants to do 3?
Hey, son. Hey, ma.
Can I go?
Hi.
Okay, let me try. We did not get this.
Can I go?
Where I
You
start
yeah,
at?
you can go, Pantanella. Go ahead.
Hurricanes are large storms. They begin over the ocean. They gather heat and energy from the water. Hurricanes move slowly to land as they grow stronger. Hurricanes are dangerous because of their size. They are also dangerous because of high winds and big waves. Hurricanes can bring flooding, power outage, and tornadoes.
Tornadoes,
What is the main idea of the passage? Hurricanes are summer storms. Hurricanes are one type of storm. Hurricanes are large, dangerous storms. Hurricanes are just like tornadoes and flood. I think hurricanes are large, dangerous storms.
Me too.
So what do you think it should be?
See.
You're correct. And how'd you come across that? Because we was talking about it being large and dangerous. Why? What's
It
going
was
on?
bringing a whole lot. It was bringing a whole lot of things about how dangerous it is. So I decided to choose that one. But that's it.
Because they bring flooding, power outages. So that makes it very dangerous for people, right?
Yeah.
Right. The high winds, big waves. That's very dangerous, right?
Yes.
Okay, heat and energy of water. Okay. All right. So this was the main idea. So I'm gonna stop the screen. So another thing to keep in mind with this class that just as a friendly reminder, this class starts at 6, not at 6:50 or 6:30. It actually starts at 6. So if you come in a half hour late or what have you, or just come in 10 minutes before the class ends, won't be in this class. You actually would be considered absent for today. So we're going to wrap up this session for today.
When we start doing that?
Started at 6. I'm sorry?
When we start doing that?
Well, because I'm starting to see people drift in at different times.
I
Some
get
people are
different
an hour
teachers.
late. Some people are a half hour late. So actually, Ty, I'm gonna do a sidebar with you after class, because I'm gonna ask you a question, okay? To see what you think about it. No? No what?
I'm good. I'd rather have a new teacher. I ain't gonna be able to lie to you.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All
I
right.
would like on Tuesday we did the assignment. I couldn't finish. My eyes were really bothering me, but I feel better today. I would like to do all my assignment.
Okay. No
Okay.
problem. No problem. Okay. So we're gonna go over, we have our exit tickets for today to wrap up for the main idea and for the topic. So I'm gonna bring up Schoolology, bring it up real quick here. Let's see here. All right. All right. All right, so someone wants to share their screen so I can show you what we have. There's 2 quizzes or an exit ticket to finish up for the main idea and the topic. Who wants to share their screen real quick? Fontella, you want to do that real quick?
All right.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Right. Ms. Caldwell, do your thing on the
Yep,
side.
sorry, my bad. There you go. Okay.
Okay, hold on. There you go.
Oh, you were good with the Schoolology one? Okay.
Oh.
The other tab right beside it. Week 5, yep. So with the quiz and the exit ticket, they're not timed. So you don't have to, like rush. I want you to take your time with it. For this, if you go under homework assignments. All righty. So don't do it right here because it's live. So, but when you answer, just answer the question about main idea. Okay, and the topic. And what's the due date for both of these? So you have until this weekend to look at it, look it over. And if you go back over to course, yes, Jeanette?
Is it due date the 12th?
No, let's go back one, Fontella. It will show you.
March the 13th at 9 o'clock. March the 13th at 9 o'clock. 9 p.m. Both
There
of
you
them.
go. Yep.
So
Okay.
Monday.
Yep. Cool beans.
Cool beans.
Thank you, Fontella.
Mhm.
Fontella, thank you. All right. So we are done for today. Thank you so much. We are very participating today. So kudos, everybody. Y'all did a good job with the little pink tips matched with it and the blonde, like the blonde streaks. We're all like trying some
Yeah.
new things. Yes?
Yes.
All righty. Cool beans. All right. Well, you all have a great weekend. And Ty, if you want to stay on to talk to you real quick. Oh, he's the first one left off. Not a problem. But you all have a great weekend.
Okay,
All right, have a good
Black
weekend.
Fish, your hair, you keep your hair real nice.
And you
Yes,
too.
they're both
Black
really
fish.
nice.
And you
Lexa, you
too.
keep your hair real nice, I noticed.
Thank you. I
Uh-huh.
try to.
You did nice. I'm gonna call you in a few minutes, Fontel.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
All right,
I
y'all
had
be
my
good,
night,
ladies.
Miss
Have a
Janet.
great weekend.
Okay, good night,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Alicia,
Alicia,
good night, everybody.
Miss P,
Have a-
everybody.
Yes.